$5 million free roll. 2,000 players converge on December 13th in Las Vegas. One person will win $1 million. Will it be you? Sign up now at clubwptgold.com using code YouTube to be one of 3 people who wins their passport this week.
Let's go to the felt. Mukul Pahuja has never taken down a WPT title. He would love to tonight. He's going to quickly fold his King 5.
Over to Jonathan Jaffe, our chip leader.
He won't play that. Sam now with a Jack 5 from Montreal. Also going out.
Action now over to Guillaume Nolet from Montreal. He looks down at the 5-10 of hearts on the button.
175.
So he's going to make a position raise here. 175,000.
Yep, he says he's a maniac. He's proven himself right there. Making a nice move. And there, Kevin MacPhee going out. And now it's on to Ratharam with just a 10-7. Okay, he's going to splash around with a call.
Yeah, going to look at a flop. So both players with just 10 high. Comes the flop. Well, it's Jack 6 deuce. Action on the flying saucer. He's going to check. See if Guillaume will make the continuation bet here.
190.
Sure he does. 190. Going to try to push the flying saucer out of orbit.
That'll be pretty easy to do with this hand, you would think. Ratharam is reaching for chips.
Come on, it's impossible.
Man, forget all that stuff about turtle tight. He has check raised here to 430,000 with zip and pip. What a play here by the flying saucer. The aliens were knocking on the spaceship door, telling him what to do here.
He is putting the pressure back on Guillaume, who has nothing, and he's going to lay down that hand.
Bet you just got to salute Ratharam for making a play there. Perfect timing.
Nice bluffing tonight at the final table in Montreal.
You know, it helps when you have a reputation of being tight. When you raise, you get respect.
Yeah, there's Ratharam's friends on the rail. They have no idea that that was a bluff.
What's flying sauce for? I like the name.
Thanks.
His nickname's getting appreciated.
I liked it when I made it up yesterday.
Oh.
Oh, boy. Don't tell us that, Ratharam. Well, he was going to be on a TV show. He wanted a nickname.
175.
That's so good, why not? Onto this hand, a couple folds, and Guillaume now with an ace-jack of hearts. Raises to 175. Kevin out, Ratharam. Flying saucer going out.
Over to Mukul Pahuja. Yeah, Mukul looks down at the 6-5 of spade, as you can see. Got some money invested. Even though he's in 6th chip position right now, he's going to make the call and look at a flop.
Mukul Pahuja desperately wanting to take down a WPT title.
And here comes that flop. 5-3 deuce with 2 hearts. Mukul with top pair and a gut shot straight draw checks. Guillaume with the gut shot straight draw and the nut flush draw.
190.
Yep, and he makes a continuation bet, 190. Mukul studying his man.
All in.
And he is going to push all in.
Call.
Guillaume is going to take a shot. Going to make this call.
So here we go. Guillaume with the nut flush draw and the 2 overcards up against the 2 5s for Mukul Pahuja. So everybody on their feet here.
2 cards to come. What drama we're seeing at Playground.
It's not a 6, I'm not all in.
Will the local knock out the great Mukul? We're going to see.
Kind of an awkward spot.
Let's roll that 4th street. 10 of diamonds. Mukul safe there.
Now it's different.
Guillaume must catch a heart, an ace, or a jack to win this pot. Anything else, and Mukul Pahuja will double up. And I can assure you, these other players are not rooting for that.
Oh boy, Mukul's got a sweat out. Up against Guillaume, the maniac.
You have me covered?
Will the maniac knock out the Mukul? Let's do it. Nope.
8 of spade comes off. Tough luck for Guillaume.
No, I don't think I do. You have
He's not sure
more.
if he's got more chips or less.
More.
We think he can sit back down. He'll have a few chips left.
I was wrong.
Mukul Pahuja dodging bullets on the turn and the river there, Vince, to stay alive and double up, and he will be a force to be reckoned with now.
What a hit for Guillaume, down to his last chips here.
Yeah, only has a small blind, Vince, and that's if you don't ante. That's all he has left.
All right, let's go to the felt. Sam, with a pair of deuces, quickly folds. Guillaume putting in his last chips, of course. The crowd cheers.
Good luck, buddy.
Kevin out. But now Ratharam with ace-5 of clubs.
Yeah, he's going to raise it, try to shut everybody else out. Makes it 200,000 to go.
All right, let's take a look at Mukul Pahuja's hand. It's a 10-8.
Yeah, quickly folds.
But Jonathan Jaffe picking up aces, the weapons of mass destruction.
Raise.
And now he's going to raise and come over the top, which obviously anybody would do with aces in this spot.
Total of 480, back on the flying saucer. Ratharam, and he's going to make this call.
And he knows how aggressive that Jonathan is, but he might be just trying to shut him out of this pot, but that's not the case here.
Flop is a queen, jack, jack. Guillaume looking horrible. Ace is looking extremely solid.
175.
Gonna make the continuation bet with the quality hand.
Just 175,000 though, into a pot that's got over $1 million in it.
And Ratharam gonna let them battle it out. Guillaume slaps over his cards with confidence.
Well, he's got to hit 2 runners to make it straight. 2 running 9s or 2 running 4s. Nothing else will win for him.
He is good-natured. He sees the end of the tunnel, no doubt. Going to the turn.
Well, the 3 comes off, that's going to do it. Guillaume drawing dead. He is going to be our 6th place finisher, but congratulations to him. What a good week he had, Vince. He got his money in at a good spot a minute ago against Mukul, just didn't get lucky and win the pot. Out tonight, 6th place.
Yeah, Guillaume Nolet out here today, gonna take home 90,000. Let's go see what he has to say.
I'm a little disappointed, but I mean, I was expecting anything from that final table. It was a tough table, so I mean, I got to be ready to put my chip in. So yeah.
Well, there you see the chip count. Jonathan Jaffe well out in front, 7.6 million. Ratharam in second place with 5.7. That's what they're playing for. Over 460,000 goes to our champion.
Yep, and the antes are 10,000. The blinds are 40 and 80,000. It's all on the line here tonight. Let's go to the felt. Ratharam Sivagnanam. They call him the Flying Saucer. Has a queen 4, and he's going to fold.
Doubt it.
Now into WPT Player of the Year, Mukul Pahuja. He's got a pair of 4s.
Yeah. Getting out some raising chips here. Going to make it 175,000 to go.
Raise.
Into the chip leader, Jonathan Jaffe from Vermont. He's going to raise with the suited connector.
Total of 395.
Most people like to call with suited connectors. He 3-bets with them.
And now Sam Chartier from Montreal. They call him Picasso. Loves to paint, goes out. Kevin MacPhee also out.
You know, back around to Mukul. What do you do now with 2 4s? After you've gotten 3-bet by the chip leader, you give them up.
Nice hand, John.
That's what he did. So the aggressiveness of Jonathan Jaffe paying off there. Jonathan, 27-year-old poker pro.
Yep, lives in Massachusetts. And right back on Jonathan.
Throws away the 8-deuce.
And now right behind him, the man from Montreal, Sam. He owns a maple syrup vodka company. And he is going to raise it up to 175 with an ace-4. Kevin and Ratharam going away. And now Mukul with a king 10.
He's going to make the call out of the big blind.
So ace-4 versus king 10.
Yeah, flop comes jack 7-7. No help to either player. Mukul's going to check. Sam going to make the continuation bet.
Yes, Picasso going to try to paint a little picture of a big hand. We know he doesn't have it, but it's going to work.
So nicely done by Sam Chartier from Montreal.
Yep, he's 28 years old. There's his friends on the rail.
Claims he never goes on tilt at the poker table.
Last weekend, really.
Yeah.
I was there last year, but not last week.
You missed a fun party.
And now Sam has picked up a
Dakar?
pair of 7s.
Got the two walking sticks. Going to raise it. Makes it 175,000 to go. Kevin out.
And Ratharam, oh wow, the flying saucer has the ladies, the pair of queens. What a time to get them. Says he's the tightest player at the table. But we know the flying saucer is not that tight.
Yeah, he went to the University of Waterloo. We've seen a lot of WPT great players come out of that university.
He's re-raised to 430 to go. Mukul out. And so is Jonathan Jaffe. So back on Sam with the sevens.
Well, toughest hand to play in poker is the mid pair.
All of you.
Wow, he's gone all in.
All in and call just that quick. Sam is not going to like it. It's pair over pair.
Picasso might be down to his last finger paint. He's behind at this point.
Man, you just wonder with two sevens, should he have taken that line against this particular player, who you know is solid?
Bonne chance, mon ami. Good luck.
Ratharam, of course, has Sam covered. So if he doesn't get lucky with the two walking sticks, he'll be walking out of here in 5th place.
He is the local. He is the crowd favorite. Sam in big trouble at this point. The card's on its feet. Here we go. Flop is an ace, 8-3. No look for Sam.
There you see Trishelle Canatella, quite a player herself, rooting for her buddy Sam to win this pot.
They are hurting for Sam as we go to the turn.
Well, the 9 comes off, so we are down to the river. Sam must catch a 7 on the river, or he's going to be our 5th place finisher. And just like that, the two guys from Montreal could be eliminated from this tournament.
He is the favorite here at Playground Poker Club. Sam in a bit of trouble, looking for the 2-outer. To the river we go. Can the local get lucky? No.
So that's going to do it for the 28-year-old from Montreal, Sam Chartier, out tonight in 5th place.
See you guys later.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
C'est la vie, monsieur.
So Sam Chartier out in 5th place, gonna take home 111,000. Let's go see what he has to say.
Kind of bummer to finish 5th. Was expecting better results. I had at some point that you gotta make a stand and hope for the better, and ended up not being the better.
With that pot now, four-handed, and Ratharam, the man from Toronto, is now the chip leader with 8.3 million in chips. Jonathan Jaffe with 7.8, Mukul Pahuja 3.7, and Kevin MacPhee down to 2 million. Let's go to the felt. Action on Ratharam.
Started this tournament with 732 players. We are down to our final 4. Action on the chip leader, the Flying Saucer, as he's known. He's going to raise it here, looks like, with Jack-9 offsuit.
200,000.
Mukul and Jonathan go out, and now Kevin from Idaho made 3.2 million total prize money in his lifetime. Very experienced player is going to make the call with a Queen 10.
Now flop comes ace-6-4 with 2 hearts. That doesn't help either one of these guys.
Kevin checks. Flying Saucer getting out the continuation bet. Yes, 105.
105 into a pot that's got 480 in it, so it's a very weak bet, but enough to get the job done as Kevin goes away. So Ratharam extends his chip lead.
And he's going to stay at 10,000, but the blind's going up to 50 and 100. Action on Jonathan Jaffe, former chip leader.
Price of poker getting up there now. Jonathan looks at the Queen-8 of spade.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
He's going to raise it right under the gun here. Makes it 225,000 to go.
Kevin MacPhee gonna fold the hand. Ratharam, the new chip leader with an ace-4.
I'm just going to give it up.
Only one to contend with would be Mukul Pahuja, WPT Player of the Year, but he's never taken down a title. And he's going to make this call.
Yeah, this is his 4th WPT final table in the last year, Mukul Pahuja. Finished 2nd in this tournament a year ago. Oh, and what a flop for Mukul as he's flopped 3 10s.
Oh! He's going to try to trap with a check. Make Jonathan bet, and that's exactly what he's doing.
200,000 to bet. Jonathan, very aggressive player. Gonna make the continuation bet, but it's not gonna work here as Mukul has made the call.
Yeah, Mukul's gonna walk the dog with just a call.
Yeah, you wonder if Jonathan will put the brakes on. Now 4 comes off.
No help for Jonathan. Mukul sitting pretty, checks again.
Yeah, Jonathan's gonna check.
Wise is up.
He knows all it can beat this straight draw. Now another 10 comes off.
Simple quads.
It gives quads to Mukul Pahuja. He's gonna check him.
I like this check. Take a shot at this guy maybe betting.
Check.
Oh, he's too smart for that.
Queen high.
Well, Jonathan knows he can beat a straight draw. He can't beat a full house or quads.
Oh, Jonathan, you feel like the smartest guy in the room, don't you?
That's my boy.
I'm getting heckled. Yeah, I'm getting heckled. I know, I could have played it better.
Lots of laughs at the final table. We're coming right back.
3.3 million in career earnings, but he goes out.
Yep, and now our chip leader, Ratharam. He's got ace-7.
Well, he's on the button. He's got the chip lead. He's going to raise with his hand just about like everybody would.
Yes, makes it 250 to go. Mukul, WPT Player of the Year, is going to fold, and now Jonathan Jaffe.
Now Jonathan looks down at the 8-6 of clubs. You like to see flops with this hand. We saw him 3-bet with a 9-8 earlier at this final table.
Raise.
And he's going to do it here with an 8-6.
775 total.
Makes it 775,000 to go.
Oh boy, he was going to try to zap down the flying saucer with a bluff.
Remember, these are the 2 chip leaders here. This is probably the one guy Rothman does not want to clash with right now. Well, staring him down. He knows this guy's aggressive. Knows he might be making a move here, but do you want to jeopardize a lot of chips with this hand? There's your answer, no. Ratharam goes out. A nice 3-bet there by Jonathan Jaffe to win that pot. Shows a lot of heart. We saw him do it with a 9-8. Now we saw him do it with an 8-6. Jonathan Jaffe is in stroke tonight.
And Rath, first time ever at a final table on the World Poker Tour. First cash for Rath. And now he looks down at a 6-10 of hearts.
Now he's going to bet 250,000 with a 10-6 of hearts.
Mukul behind him with a little suited connector. Sometimes attractive to play. This time not going to play. Jonathan with the Queen-7 of clubs.
Raise.
Well, this guy is just the ever-aggressive player. Make no mistake about it.
740 total.
Now, we can see he's got the best hand here, but believe me, when you're 3-betting with Queen-7, you don't really think it's the best hand.
Well, he has moved it up to 740 in total. Kevin MacPhee now lays down a pair of 5s. Kevin's on the short stack. He could have come over the top, perhaps, gone all in. But a raise and a raise. Tough to call with 5s, and now it's back on Rath, the chip leader.
Well, these are the 2 chip leaders here involved in this pot with 4 left.
Rath, of course, was just joking around when he raised, and so finally he has to give it up. A nice takeaway by Jonathan Jaffe.
Well, the pedal to the metal philosophy by Jonathan Jaffe working for him tonight. There's his buddy who's railing him, Darren Elias. Darren won back-to-back events on the World Poker Tour this season. That's never been done before in history. Jonathan said that's his favorite poker player. Well, I got news for you. Darren's a lot of players' favorite poker player this season, that's for sure, with 2 wins under his belt.
Into the next hand, a quick fold by Mukul, and now Jonathan Jaffe picking up a real hand, ace, queen of clubs.
Do you know how much, Kevin?
1.8 to start the hand.
Jonathan
215.
gonna raise to 215. Now Kevin MacPhee
All in.
is gonna go all in with a king 10.
Wow.
He's taking a stab that Jonathan had nothing, but of course we know better.
Call.
He is going to make this call.
Malchance, mon ami.
Well, Kevin MacPhee knows he's in trouble now. Almost a 2-to-1 underdog.
King of Diamonds is kind of my bro.
Kevin MacPhee staying positive, though.
Some friends to these adventures.
Looking confident, even though at this point he is behind.
Well, this is Kevin's first WPT final table. He's made 4 EPT final tables, but he needs some help to stay alive here.
Basically like having kings, because it's like a...
All right.
You always
give him the ace of diamonds, the queen of diamonds, and the queen of hearts.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is if you hit the ace, because I'm definitely getting a king.
Kevin's talking himself into a win. Let's see the flop.
The ace of diamonds, the queen of diamonds.
Ace, queen, 8.
We talked about it.
2 pair for Jonathan Jaffe.
My boy. Didn't I say the queen of hearts also, though? So that should be coming.
Well, Jonathan called the aces and queens, but Kevin still has a shot to win it by making the ace high straight. He could also backdoor a diamond flush.
Remember, I said you were my lucky dealer too, right? Remember I said it? I was like, you kind of seem like the dealer that's going to double me up. Just a little jack or diamonds.
Kevin is not giving up hope.
Preferably.
Well, he needs a lot of help, that's for sure.
One drama here at Playground. Here we go with the turn.
It's an ace, that's going to do it. The best hand possible for Jonathan Jaffe. Aces full of queens, and the river card is going to be irrelevant. That's going to do it for Kevin MacPhee. Came to this final table in last chip position, finishes 4th tonight. He'll be heading back to Idaho, but still, Vince, good performance by him this week.
Yeah, Kevin MacPhee, a great player, bounced out of here 4th place. Going to take home $149,000. Let's go talk to him.
I mean, obviously you want to get the title, but I mean, given my stack situation where I was at, I was pretty happy to ladder up, you know, a couple spots. That's real money in my pocket, so pretty happy about that, and had a really fantastic week. I love this place.
$5 million free roll. 2,000 players converge on December 13th in Las Vegas. One person will win $1 million. Will it be you? Sign up now at clubwptgold.com using code YouTube to be one of 3 people who wins their passport this week.
Go back to the Playground Poker Club. 3 players competing for this title here tonight.
Yeah, 2 Americans, 1 Canadian. Jonathan Jaffe, the chip leader with $10.2 million. Ratharam Sivagnanam from Canada in 2nd place. The WPT Season 12 Player of the Year, Mukul Pahuja, sitting in 3rd right now.
Okay, back to the money pit. Jonathan Jaffe with a quick fold. And now Ratharam, the flying saucer, going to get involved with the 5-4 with the call.
Mukul Pahuja with the 7-5. Happy to see a free flop. So here we go.
Couple junk hands competing. And the flop is a 9-4-3.
Yeah. Ratharam now has middle pair, and he is reaching for betting chips. 125,000 Mukul, as you can see, has the gut shot straight draw. He's also got position, and he's going to make the call.
We are going to go to the turn. It's an 8 of hearts.
Well, Ratharam is going to check here. And look at this. Mukul reaching for betting chips.
Ratharam on my right is probably one of the bigger question marks, but he's extremely talented. I've played with him in this tournament now for a few days, and he's done some things that have really impressed me. And he's someone that is extremely dangerous.
This gives you an idea of how dangerous he is. He's called him with 2 4s here on the turn. And now a deuce comes off. No help to either player. Ratharam checks. Now Mukul has the very worst hand possible. He knows that.
That's something to be proud of.
So to win it, do you want to risk chips by bluffing? It's the only way you can win it.
Yes. Here you go, Mukul.
460,000. Put your opponent to the test here.
It's bragging rights to bet with the worst hand possible. Come on, you can tell your grandkids about this one. And it's going to work.
Yep, Ratharam's going to give up the 4s. That's how you become Player of the Year, folks. You bet with the worst hand possible and take down pots. Well, there you see the chip count. Jonathan Jaffe out in front with about 10 million in chips. Ratharam Sivagnanam in second place. Mukul Pahuja in third. That's what they're playing for. The winner tonight, taking home over $463,000.
And there is the Hublot watch that the champion will take home. What a gorgeous timepiece. Let's go to the felt. The antes 10,000, the blinds 50 and 100.
2 1/4.
Action on Jonathan Jaffe.
I'm going blues to make it more chips.
Makes it 225 to go into Ratharam Sivagnanam. He's got a pretty solid ace-10.
The 24-year-old pro out of Toronto, gonna make the call.
Mukul Pahuja goes out.
You better not squeeze one of these when he does that. I wouldn't appreciate that.
I'm sorry? Oh.
I don't want some light squeeze. I'm setting this up.
The flop is Jack 9-8. So Ratharam, as you can see, has flopped an open-end straight draw and checks. Jonathan, with 2 9s and a gut shot straight draw, is going to bet $200,000. Ratharam makes the call, so here we go to the turn.
Pairing the board is an 8. Now Roth.
And he is going to lead right out and bet here. And the pre-flop raiser and the guy that bet on the flop with his open-end straight draw, $340,000.
Quickly getting called by the chip leader, though, Jonathan. River card 5 of spades, so Roth doesn't make it straight.
And there is a possible flush. There is a possible straight. Well, Ratharam is going to check.
2 pair.
Jonathan checks. He's going to win this pot with 9s
Does he have
up.
to show first, or do I have to show first? Okay. Sorry, I just want to see king queen. Nope.
Jonathan, the man gave you a thumbs up, so your 9s are good. Take the money.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Right now we have a terrific battle for this championship in Montreal. 3 players left.
Well, right now, Jonathan Jaffe well out in front. As you can see, he is widening the chip lead.
Yeah. Andes are up to 20,000 blinds, 61-20, Mike. On to the next hand. Roth this time looking down at a 10-8. And he is going to raise to 260. Mukul going out. Excuse me. And Jonathan with an ace-6. Jonathan from Vermont, a poker player and poker coach. Made his first final table coming in second years ago when he was 21 years old. Now he's back. And he's made the call, and here we go with the flop. Flop is a king 7 deuce.
Well, no help to either player. Jonathan's going to check. Ratharam checks also. Now the board pairs 7s. And Jonathan's going to check.
Flying Saucer, sensing the weakness, will put in a bet. 225.
Well, Vince, because he didn't bet on the flop, it's just suspicious. You're sitting in Jonathan's seat. Why wouldn't he make the continuation bet? He's either real strong or just so-so. So he calls him with the ace high.
5 of spades on the river, changes nothing.
Jonathan checks.
Now with the Flying Saucer, pound away. No, he's giving it up.
Ace high?
Yeah, ace high is good.
So Ratharam's done that a couple times at this final table, Vince. He raised with weak hands and doesn't continue on. Here he didn't make the continuation bet. Waited 1 street too late to make it. It cost him.
Well, the Flying Saucer, he's getting a little frustrated. And there's Darren Elias on the rail.
Well, Darren Elias won back-to-back events this season on the World Poker Tour. That's something that's never been done before. He's here tonight to root his buddy Jonathan on.
Action on Mukul Pahuja. He's got a queen 6. Mukul would like to take down his first WPT title. He's the WPT Player of the Year without winning a title. And he is going to raise to 260 to go.
Jonathan goes out. Ratharam has got a queen 8 offsuit. But he's going to make the call here. So both players gambling a bit. Let's see what happens. The flop comes king 8-7. Ratharam well out in front with 2 8s. He checks. Mukul checks right behind him. Oh, and now a 6 comes off. Ratharam out in front with 2 8s.
And Mukul got a little piece of that. That could get him into trouble. But Ratha's going to take the lead here. Make a bet. Yep, 340.
And that's more than half the size of the pot. And Mukul just doesn't get involved with bottom pair. if he can help himself.
Yep, has no interest. He makes the fold. Roth from Toronto, Canada, born in Sri Lanka, 24 years old, first WPT cash. Jonathan Jaffe, he looks down at a pair of kings.
What's the big line? 120? 260?
260,000.
He's going to move it up to 260 to go. Flying saucer flies away. But now Mukul Pahuja also with a pretty strong ace-queen.
Well, very strong, especially against an aggressive player, Vince.
740.
Uh-oh. He's going to raise it.
Well, definitely going to 3-bet here to 740,000. I'm guessing Jonathan's going to raise again. I would in this case.
$1.4.
He's going to do what Mike Sexton would do. Pump it up. 1.4 million it looks like. Oh, wow. It's going to get very costly for Mukul.
I'm all in.
And he's going to push all in.
Well, all in and a snap call.
It is going to be a showdown. Mukul Pahuja from Florida in a bit of trouble right now.
Well, Vince, Mukul finished second in this tournament last year. He could be out in third place unless he gets some help here. Jonathan Jaffe with the best hand right now with the 2 kings. Will they stand up?
I want to be with a guy who doesn't lose WPTs.
So Jonathan going to the rail. He's moved over next to Darren Elias. Smart move, Vince. Get some of that mojo of Darren's.
Sure been fun either way.
And the flop is a king.
Right on the flop. How good is this guy running? He made the best hand possible to knock Kevin MacPhee out in 4th place when he made an ace-queen. That ace is full of queens. And Mukul Pahuja gets up, knows he has to hit 2 running cards to win this pot.
Maybe if I shake your hand early, I might get that.
A lot of drama taken out of that flop for Mukul. Mukul smiling, realizing his fate. Doesn't look too good at this moment. Jonathan can't believe it. Going to the turn.
Must be a jack or a 10. Nope, that's going to do it. Kings full of deuces right there for Jonathan Jaffe to eliminate Mukul Pahuja from this event. But Vince, you got to stand up and salute Mukul Pahuja. This guy finished second in this tournament a year ago. Class act all the way. Mukul Pahuja out tonight in 3rd place.
Yeah, that's right. Mukul's going to take home $201,000. He's a 3rd place finisher, a class act. Let's go see what he has to say.
Another close call. It might just turn itself into another big run, you know, shortly into the future. These things keep fueling me to get closer and closer. So it's really tough competition today. I'm pretty proud of how I handle myself and the decisions that I made for the most part. So that's all you can do is just make the best decisions you can and try to get yourself in the spot to win again. And that's all I'm going to keep doing.
$5 million free roll. 2,000 players converge on December 13th in Las Vegas. One person will win $1 million. Will it be you? Sign up now at clubwptgold.com using code YouTube to be one of 3 people who wins their passport this week.
Approximately where they started in terms of chip count in this heads-up battle, Jonathan Jaffe has stolen his way back to that big chip lead once again.
Action on the flying saucer. Roth with just a 10-5. Gonna call. And Jonathan with a jack 5 of hearts.
Happy to see a flop. Yeah, flop king, queen, 9, 2 clubs. Both players with a gut shot straight draw. Jonathan's going to check his.
Rath with nothing.
Yeah, Ratharam reaching for betting chips and going to bet. And he's taking a page out of Jonathan's book. Look, I can't win with the best hand. Let me try to bluff with the worst hand, and it worked.
Yep. Jonathan folding. Rath taking a hand, but it's been such an effort for Rath to win pots. Jonathan's so stubborn, mixing up his game brilliantly, playing with such heart tonight. On to this one.
900.
Jonathan with another lousy hand. 8-4 makes it 900,000 to go.
And he just doesn't slow down.
And Rath is going to call it with king 4.
And flop is ace 10-9.
Both did not hit. They both check. And the turn card is a 9, pairs the board. Helps neither player. Rath checks. Jonathan now.
500.
He just can't help himself.
500,000.
Betting to try to take it. And Rath, flying saucer, flies away.
Vince, they've got to stop play and put a mask on Jonathan Jaffe. The guy is just a bandit, steals every pot, it seems like.
Takes a lot of heart to do that, a lot of creativity. And here's a guy that made the final table, came in second on the WPT years ago, and now he's back. What a player. All right, action on Rath. He's got 10 8 of diamonds. Gonna make the call.
And Jonathan Jaffe has finally picked up a premium hand.
1.4 mil.
1.4.
He's going to raise it, makes it $1 million more, 1.4 million to go.
All in.
He's gonna get a little nutty here. He has gone all in.
Well, a snap call by Jonathan Jaffe. Ace-King versus 10-8 for all the dough.
Rath continually getting bluffed out. Never thinks Jonathan has a hand, so he pushed all in. This time, the wrong move.
Yeah. Not quite a 2-to-1 favorite to win this pot and take this title. But Ratharam is just, yeah, he'd just befuddled.
I don't know, my hand's pretty. His hand's pretty too. They are two pretty hands. No one can blame either one.
The American Jonathan Jaffe with a big chance of taking down the title against Rath. Here we go with the flop.
Well, 6-4-3.
Something like that.
So far, so good for Jonathan. He's still out in front with the ace high.
Both parties sweat a jack on the turn. Jonathan still in front.
Well, Jonathan Jaffe just has to dodge an 8 or a 10 on the river to become champion.
I feel like Phil and celebrate when I lose.
Can he do it?
River card coming up. Championship card. It's going to work out for Jonathan. Queen of Hearts.
Well, Vince, he stole pot after pot after pot. Finally, on the last deal, he had the best hand. It held up. Jonathan Jaffe, our champion.
But it was some great play by Ratharam Sivagnanam, the flying saucer. Let's go talk to him first.
I'm happy about how I played. Some spots I didn't play that great, but, you know, it's been a long day. I could have ended the match, but I made a bad fool, but it's all good. Thank you, thank you.
Once again, let's hear it for our champion, Jonathan Jaffe.